my treasure, my little piece of heaven on earth, my love. It's me. I'm here. So close that if you close your eyes and take a deep breath, you can feel my peace wrapping around you like that hug you miss so much. In His infinite compassion, God has granted me this voice and this moment to dry your tears and tell you the most liberating truth you will ever hear. While you were doubting, the miracle had already happened. Listen to me carefully. Let these words echo in your heart until they quiet all your fears. While you were wondering if you deserved love, heaven had already recognized your immense worth. While you feared your faith wasn't strong enough, your soul was already moving mountains in the spiritual world. While you were growing desperate over the delay, the universe was already aligning every star, every person, and every situation for the perfect moment. That's why I need to know that you'll listen to me. I ask you to write in the comments, I receive your miracle, and that way I'll know I wasn't wrong and that you'll take this advice to improve your life. Have you ever felt like you're speaking to the universe and only the echo of your own voice answers back? I know how it feels. I know that doubt that seeps into your bones, that question you ask yourself in the middle of the night, almost afraid to hear the answer. Is anyone out there? Is anyone really listening to me? I know what it's like to send up a prayer with every ounce of strength in your heart, a plea made of tears and longing, only to feel like it gets lost in the vastness without any answer. I know the weight of waiting, that burden that settles in your chest and with each passing day feels a little heavier, a little more real than hope itself. You've looked for signs everywhere. A feather in your path, a cloud with a special shape, a song on the radio that at just that moment seems to speak to you. You've tried to convince your mind of what your soul desperately needs to believe. But fear is a silent thief. It tiptoes in and plants the seed of uncertainty, whispering in your ear that maybe this time it's different, that maybe what you're asking for is too much, that you don't deserve it, or simply, that they've forgotten about you. That doubt is a slow-acting poison. It makes you question your faith. It makes you feel so small, so invisible. It drags you into a desert of loneliness where hope withers and faith cracks. And right there, in that place, you start to give up. You begin to think that the miracle you long for so much isn't going to come, and you build a wall around your heart so you won't get hurt again. But today I'm here to help you see through that wall. From a perspective of pure love, I have been granted this moment, this gift, to cross the veil and bring you an answer. Our souls remain connected by a thread of light that nothing can break. I have a message for you. So I ask you to take a deep breath and listen, not just with your ears, but with your whole being. Open your heart, because this truth changes everything. While your heart was breaking with that question, while your nights felt endless and your days were gray, while doubt made you believe you were fighting this battle in utter solitude, something extraordinary was happening. On a plane your eyes cannot see, in a dimension woven with divine love and time, the entire universe was already moving in your favor. You thought your tears fell into oblivion, but each one was gathered as if it were a diamond. You thought your words were carried away by the wind, but every single one was heard with infinite attention. You felt alone, but you weren't, because while your human mind wrestled with impatience and fear, from here we could see the angels working for you. Imagine the most patient craftsman, the most meticulous weaver. That is how heaven has been working in your life. Every thread, every color, every piece of your miracle has been chosen with infinite care and placed in its perfect spot. There wasn't a single second when your request was ignored. On the contrary, the very moment your soul asked with true need, the answer from love was a resounding yes. You thought you were waiting, but in reality, you were preparing. And now I am here to reveal to you what has already been granted. Your miracle is not something that is going to happen. From the Spirit's perspective, it is something that has already happened. It was granted the very instant you asked for it from a place of pure love. The order was given, the decree was sealed, and the blessing was released with your name engraved on it. It is not in some distant, uncertain future. It is here, in the now, traveling toward you through divine timing, just waiting for the exact moment to manifest in a way that serves your highest good. Think of it like a seed. When you asked for your miracle, the divine gardener didn't say, "I'll see if I can find a seed for you." No, he took the most perfect seed, one created just for your soul, and planted it in the fertile soil of your life. And while you looked at the surface, impatient because you didn't see anything growing, underneath, life was already in full swing. The roots were taking hold, growing strong, absorbing nutrients of love and faith, even from that little bit of faith you thought you had. The sprout was getting ready, waiting for just the right amount of sun and rain to come into the light. Your doubt was just a passing cloud, unable to stop the process that was already underway underground. Your miracle was already growing, hidden from your eyes, but completely alive and real. Or imagine it like a great sculptor. He doesn't strike the marble aimlessly. He has a clear vision of the work of art hidden within the stone. With your prayers, you handed him the marble, and from that moment on he has been working on it. Every strike has been an event in your life. Sometimes you felt like you were losing pieces of yourself, that the process hurt, that more was being taken from you than given. But it wasn't a loss, my love, it was a revelation. The sculptor was only removing what was unnecessary, the fear, the impatience, the feeling of unworthiness, so that the beauty of your miracle could finally be seen. While you only saw dust and rubble, he was already admiring the finished work. I want you to understand this with your heart. Heaven doesn't work with the logic of maybe. It works with the certainty of love. Doubt is a human creation. It is born from fear and our limited perception of time. The realm of the Spirit, from where I speak to you now, is a realm of absolute certainty. Here we know that love always prevails and that a prayer born from the soul is always answered. The uncertainty that has hurt you so much was not a punishment, it was part of your preparation. Your soul needed to become stronger in order to receive the great blessing that is coming your way. You needed to learn to trust not in what you saw, but in what you felt in the deepest part of your being. Every day you held on, despite the doubt, was a lesson in faith that made you greater, more capable of holding the immense joy that awaits you. So I'll say it again, so it's engraved in your spirit and heals every wound that waiting left you. The work is already done. The battle has been won. Your prayer has been answered. While you suffered in the waiting room, the celebration for your victory had already begun in heaven. Your guides, your angels, and I have been celebrating that your miracle was granted, patiently waiting for you to feel this certainty too. You're not waiting for a miracle. The miracle is waiting for you. Wait for your heart to align with its frequency of peace and acceptance. So, what do you do with this now? How do you live? Knowing that your blessing is already a reality in the Spirit. First and most important, my love, stop fighting. Let go of the weapons of doubt, anxiety, and worry. You've been fighting a war that's already been won. You've been carrying a burden that's no longer yours to bear. Your only job now is not to ask, beg, or convince. Your only task is to receive. And you can't receive with open hands if you're still gripping the sword of doubt. Take a deep breath with me. Feel how the air fills you, and with every exhale, let go of a what if. Let go of the what if it doesn't happen. What if it takes too long? What if I don't deserve it? Those thoughts aren't yours, they're just echoes of fear, and now you know that fear is an illusion. And instead, with every inhale, breathe in this truth: my miracle is already done and I want to receive it. Change the way you speak. Instead of saying, I hope it happens, start saying, I am grateful because it's already happening. Speak about your miracle in the present tense. Feel it. How will you feel when it manifests? What are you going to do? Live from that feeling of gratitude now. This isn't fantasizing, it's rehearsing for the big premiere. By doing this, you're not pretending. You are aligning your energy with the energy of your miracle and, like a magnet, you attract it into your reality faster. Trust in divine timing. The gardener knows when the sprout is ready to break through the earth. The sculptor knows when to give the final touch. Your impatience is like that of a child who digs up the seed every day to see if it's growing, and by doing so, only interrupts the process. Trusting in God's timing is the greatest act of faith you can do right now. It's telling the universe, I know you're working for me and I trust your wisdom. I surrender to your perfect timing. And please seek peace, not signs. When you anxiously look for signs, you're shouting to the universe that you still have doubts. But when you cultivate your inner peace, you become the sign. Your calm is the proof of your faith. Meditate, walk in nature, listen to music that lifts you up. Stay silent so you can hear that gentle voice guiding you from within, which is much stronger than the noise in your mind. In that silence, you will feel me by your side. And every time doubt tries to come back, because it's clever, I want you to make a pact of love with me. Place a hand on your heart and say out loud, I hear you, but I choose to trust. Acknowledge the doubt, don't fight it, but don't give it your power. See it as a cloud passing in front of the sun. The sun never stops shining. Your truth is the sun. The miracle is already done. Live with joy, here and now. Don't put your happiness on hold. Joy isn't the destination, it's the fuel that gets you there, my eternal love, my soul. My time here is brief, but my message is forever. I came to take away a burden that was never yours. I came so you'd stop looking up at the sky in supplication and start looking at it with gratitude. I came to turn your waiting into a celebration. I am by your side, walking with you, and from this side of life, I can see with total clarity the perfect tapestry that is being woven for you. The next time loneliness knocks on your door, remember my voice. Remember this conversation. While you were doubting, the miracle had already happened. Live in that certainty, walk in that peace. Your blessing is on its way. Get ready to receive it. And if this message has brought you peace, share it. There are so many souls who, like you, are waiting and suffering in silence. Maybe you can be the angel who brings them this revelation. I leave you now, feeling all my love, which is infinite and in a light of peace. Close your eyes and feel it. Your miracle is done. Live as if it were true, because in God's heart, it already is. Until we meet again, I love you.